We'll see what we get. Okay.
Mhm.
Right. Da-da-da-da-da. Is Grandma on Mum's side in spirit?
Yes.
Was she a bit of a firecracker?
No, not really.
Right, the reason I'm saying a bit of a firecracker, because it's like she's come through, and I can imagine her being the sort that if anybody else wanted to get through, she'd barge him out of the way and say, no, I'm coming through and I'm going to talk. And I just feel as though she had a bit of authority. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, she died when I was only little. So
Right, no, that's fine. It doesn't matter when she died, because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, if she wants to come through, she will come through. But
Yeah.
this is who I feel that I could have, right? What I meant to tell you as well is I will do the cards with you, and when I've done the reading, I send you them in a copy of them. So, right. What do you have to say? I feel as though there's been a change of a job.
Yeah, in a fashion.
In a fashion, it's a change. So to me, you've had some kind of, that's fine. I feel like there's some kind of change. But I feel it's the right thing for you to do. I also feel as though there's going to be doors opening coming up for you. I feel what you've done's helped you, and I feel like there's going to be other doors opening to different sectors. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I also feel the month of March is relevant for a birthday or a memoriam or something. There's something in March that I have to give you because she's acknowledging it. Right, give me that again. It's just whittering on at a minute. I'm just trying. If you come a bit close, trying to get her energy a bit closer, and I might be able to pick more up from her. It's like she's one of these ones. She's come through, and it's like, oh, where am I? I'll just have a look round while I'm here. And it's like, no, you haven't got time for that. Come here. Right. Okay. She's drawn me two children on the earth plane connected to you. There's 4 of them. Right?
Yeah.
And she's drawn me to these children. But one of them, I feel at the minute, is a bit like a roller coaster, a bit up and down. Hormones, emotion, or something. And I just feel there's something not quite right. It's like there's not a balance. Does that make sense? It's like something's not balanced.
Yeah, my eldest son's got cancer.
Right, sorry about that. Yeah, you know, I have to tell you, this is what she's given me. Something's not balanced.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And obviously there's a lot of worry, which is because obviously you've told me now he's got cancer. There's a lot of worry. But I need to tell you that you need to stop beating yourself up, because I feel like you've sat and you've done what any mother would do. Could I have done more? Could I have seen it earlier? Could I have done this? Could I have done that? Was there something I didn't notice? Is it my fault? Is it a gene of mine? You've gone through every dilemma in your head and you've questioned yourself, and I'm telling you now from her, it's not. It's one of them things. You need to accept that. When you accept that, you'll find your strength.
Yeah.
Okay? Right. Give me that name again. Don't tell me the name, but I've got the initial J that I'm having to acknowledge. I have to acknowledge a J. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know what this name is, but I just want to go ack. Ack. I'm like an ack. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't saying he was acky. I'm just saying it was like.
Yeah.
Right, that's fine. As long as you can understand, that's absolutely fine. Okay. Because I feel your eldest son is close to your youngest child.
No, not particularly.
I don't know, why have I got this then? I feel like there's quite a bond with the eldest and the youngest.
No. The two of them are close, but it's not.
Right, that's fine.
It's not them two.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I just feel like there is some kind of bond and there's some closeness. But it could come because of what's going on. Does that make sense? But I feel like she's drawn me to the eldest and the youngest, and I feel like they're going to be like that. It's like that, a connection. So that's what she's giving me. That's what I have to give you.
Yeah.
Do you know who a Lynn is then?
Yeah.
Because I have to acknowledge a Lynn.
All right. Okay.
And I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm not saying no more on that one, but I just feel I have to acknowledge a Lynn. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. Do you have a doggy?
2.
She's giving me a dog. Do you have a dog in Spirit World? From being a child or anything?
No.
Because there's a dog in Spirit World. She's giving me this dog to give to you.
Right.
So
I did have a dog, and we rehomed him, and he did die. When I got pregnant with Chloe, we had to rehome him. So
right.
Yeah, he did die last year, so I mean, it
could be that one. But there's a dog I have to give you in spirit to give back to you.
Right. Okay.
So that maybe could be because you rehomed him, but he felt like you were always his parents. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mhm.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could rehome kids just as easy? You know what I mean? Sometimes it would be. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Right, I've got somebody else stepping in now, and I don't know who you are, so just coming in. It's a free for all. Coming in. Right. Mother's down here. It's fine, because she's acknowledging your mother. And I didn't know if she was acknowledging mother in spirit or down here, but she's come through to acknowledge mother. And I don't know who she is yet. Who are you? Does mother have a friend that passed away? A close friend that passed away? A female?
No.
Right, because the female has come through to acknowledge your mother, and I don't know who she is. I can't get it out of her. But she's definitely acknowledged your mother, because she said mum. And that's why I asked if mother was here, because it's mother she's acknowledging. So I don't know if it's an aunt. I don't know who it is. But I can't give you any more on that, because that's what she's given me. So I have to just give you that. I feel there's an older lady coming through as well, and I don't know who she is quite yet, but I've got like an E initial.
Right.
Like an E, like, I don't know, Emma, Ella, I can't think of any more names with E. Emily, I don't know. I'm just thinking, I don't know, but I've got like the E, but I have to, this lady's coming through and I have to acknowledge. But I feel like this is going to sound so random. She's come through to acknowledge you. And I feel like I need to say to you, you put up with a lot. Right, does that make sense? Right.
Yes.
Just bear with me what she's telling me, please. Is her husband with her as well? Because there's 2 of them.
Yes.
And the 2 E's?
Yes.
And they went close together?
Yeah.
Well, to me, if I get a year or 2 between them, that's close together, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you might feel sorry for him because I might have wanted a break up there. Do you know what I mean? And other one follows you like, God's sake. Right. I do feel I need to say to you, you put up with a lot. And I do feel I need to say to you that some people, say it nicely, Sarah, say it nicely. Some people need to realise the truth rather than speaking what they've been told. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And it's like she's just come through to acknowledge you, and it's like, but I also feel she's apologising to you. Right, it's like she's come through to apologise, and I don't know why, I don't know who she is, but I feel like I need to tell you she's apologising to you.
Yeah. She's my husband. It's my husband's nana and granddad, Ethel and Ernie.
Right, okay, that's fine. But I feel like she's apologising to you, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you understand why, that's
Yeah.
absolutely fine. But she's apologising to you, okay?
Probably for him.
I don't know, but she's apologising to you, and I feel like you've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Jesus Christ, it's like coach trip here. There's more coming that way. Who are you? Come a bit closer. Are you connected? Say that name again. It's like a Reen. It's not a Reenie, it's a Reen. You might get Reenie for short. Reen.
Irene.
Reen. That's why I've got Reen. So to me, that's, yeah.
Irene.
But I have to acknowledge that name.
That's my mum.
It's fine. Did she get called Reenie?
No.
Because I want to say Reenie. And I don't know why. I just feel like I want to say Reenie.
I think she'd die if I called her that.
I dare you.
No.
And I need to acknowledge her. I need to acknowledge her. I feel like this lady's done a lot for you. Because obviously she's mum. But I feel sometimes she's gone the extra mile for other people as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like she needs to be acknowledged for that. Right. I don't know who it is. I don't know who this person is who stepped in and said your mum's name. Who are you? I don't know. They just like come in and just give me that. I was like, right, thanks for that. Can you give me some more? Please. Right, do you understand that? I feel mum, she's got a lot on her plate, which she's going to do, a grandson and everything. We know that. But I also feel there's more going on. Obviously, I'm not going to say even if I got told it because it's a personal thing. But I feel like there's more going on with her. And I feel like she's taking a lot of stress and a lot of pressure. But I feel she takes it off other people to make them feel better. But then she doesn't realise that she's got it all on herself and then forgets to take it off herself. And so she's like continuously pushed down. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I need to take some off her. I need to take the pressure off her a bit. Are you still there?
Yeah, I am. My phone's doing something weird there.
It's all right.
Come back.
No, it's all right. It's because your camera went. I thought, am I talking to myself?
No, it's trying to update. It's like, no, not now.
It's all right. I'm sat here thinking, am I talking to myself? You know what I mean? Right. Do you have any more? Is there a child in spirit connected to you?
Yes.
Because I've got a child's energy. But I can't work out male or female because the energy is like boom, 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 boom. And it's like, just stand still. And you know, when you try and tell a kid to stand still and they're like, no. But I know there's a child in spirit who's come to acknowledge, so I have to give that as well. But I do know with you, for some reason, and I have to give you, I feel like purple and yellow flowers. So I don't know if they're purple and yellow together, or I don't know if they're purple and yellow separate. But I have to give you purple flowers and I have to give you yellow flowers as an acknowledgement for you. So I don't know if you like them, I don't know if they're relevant, I don't know, but I have to give you them because they've just been given to me. Right. Okay. I feel like as well, you've still got something from your childhood that you've kept. I don't know if you've got it or mum's got it, but I feel like there's something from your childhood that's been kept because it's been acknowledged from spirit, and I feel like it's a nice memory. So again,
Right.
I have to give you that. Now, what I'm going to say to you now is, I can't predict. Even if I could, I can't, because it's part of what I work, how I work. I won't do it.
Yeah.
But what I am going to say is, I know there's something coming up, but I feel like you need to put your health first as well. I'm not saying you're poorly or anything like that, because, you know, we all have times, don't we, where things aren't right. But I do feel like, because of what's going on with the eldest child, I feel like you're putting, sorry if they aren't, they use my energy and they do my head in. Stop draining me. That's all I ask. Thank you. But I feel like you're putting your own health and your own feelings and everything aside. But I do feel like you need to make an appointment for something. So I don't know if it's a physical, I don't know if it's a mental, I don't know what it is, but I do feel I need to tell you, you need to do this, okay?
Yeah.
And I also want to say to you, the idea of raising money is a good idea. So I don't know if you've thought about doing anything or raising money or anything. I don't know what you've thought of doing. But I feel like I need to tell you there's been discussion that Spirit are aware of raising some kind of money. So could be for cancer with your child. I don't know. But again, I have to give you that. Okay?
Yeah.
Do you understand where the male with the S comes in?
Possibly.
Like a Steve.
Ex-husband.
Right, don't give me any more. Don't give me information, because I'm going to try and get what I can. I just got a bad... I don't know. I feel like on the outside he can come across as Mr. Nice Guy. But I feel like his mouth isn't. Does that make sense, what I've said? I don't want to say too much, because I don't know if people are listening, and I don't know if you've got kids together or anything. I don't know. But what I do know is, I feel like all's not what it seems. And it's like, as well, as mad as this sounds, you're like the person who takes the brunt of when he either doesn't contact or something. I feel like you take the brunt of it, or you did, and it's like everything was put onto you, but there'd always be some kind of excuse. But there was always, I feel like there's always an excuse for his behaviour as well. Okay? And I don't know if I've got this right or not, but I feel like alcohol is involved. Because I feel like a quick pint will lead to about 10. Right? But I need to say to you that you did the right thing by moving away from that situation.
Right. Yeah, that's a bit mixed up.
I'm giving you what I'm getting.
It's not him, but that's somebody else, and
I need to give you what they're giving me. Sometimes I do get things muddled up, and I apologise for that, but I need to give you that.
Yeah.
That's what I've got, and that's what, you know, that's what I'm picking up. So that's what I got. I have to give you it. Sometimes things do come.
It's just a bit mixed up. Yeah.
Sometimes things do come through to me muddled, and they do sometimes. But this is why I've started to offer the recording, so that you can go back on it and possibly piece it if it needs to. Because sometimes I've had things through for people and they've gone, no, that's not right, and it could be anything as daft as I've got a full date of birth and I've got the weight wrong, and it could be something as daft as that, seriously, and then I get people whinging at me. So that's why now I've started doing this. So I'm not perfect and I can't get every detail because it's impossible, I think, but sometimes I get a lot, sometimes I get it in bits, and I just give you it as we get it, and then hopefully you can piece it together. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there was something not right anyway, so we'll stop at that one. Because, you know. There we go. Right. Let's have a go. But I've got your cards out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Spirit to choose you 3 cards.
Yeah, okay.
When I've got the cards, I will read you them, what I get from them. And then after I've stopped the reading, I'll send you them in the order that I've read them through your inbox. I will upload your reading to YouTube, but as I've said many times to many clients, my internet is like a tortoise. So sometimes the tortoise wins the race and it's quite good, but sometimes the tortoise is still running tomorrow. But we will give it a go. I'll get it to you as soon as I can, okay?
Yeah, no worries, yeah. Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's fine. I wanted to do a reading, and I said about my internet and the upload, and I said, look, you need to bear with me, blah, blah. Within 10 minutes, I had a message. Are you uploading it yet? Is it? I'm like, yeah, it's on 1%, love. I'll get to you as soon as I can.
Yeah.
I sometimes feel like saying patience is a virtue.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Right, your first card, Angel of Adventure. Ooh. I feel you've got this card because I think I said it at the beginning of the reading, I do feel doors are going to open for you. But I also feel there's going to be doors open for you in your private life as well. I feel like there's going to be more opportunity for you in your private life. And it's like, I understand your son's going through what he's going through, and I can't imagine as a mother, and I'm not going to tell you I can, because I can't. But what I will say to you is, your son wouldn't want you to put your life on hold as well. He wouldn't want you not to have time outs and go out with your friends and do it. And I feel like I need to give you that. I feel like there's been a closeness lately of friendship. And I also feel like some friends have come back close. And I feel you need to hold on to these, because I feel there's going to be more adventure. Okay, I feel like it's going to help you as well, and I feel it's going to make you be you and not mum, or not taxi driver, or not cook, or whatever else you do as mums. Do you know what I mean? And this is what the adventure card's for. This is for you to open doors and start to have your life. Your next card, Angel of Soulmates. I feel with this card, I'm not going to turn around and say your husband's your soulmate, right? Because sometimes they're not. I feel...
Well, you hope not, because we separated 4 weeks ago.
I'm not saying no.
No.
I feel the soulmate for you is a friend on a female level. And I feel like there's somebody who you connect with emotionally and everything. And I just feel... And it's like... Some people have questioned your relationship with this lady. And I feel like you've been questioned, oh, are you lesbians? Are you this? And I feel like it's jealousy when they've questioned you. But you need to, don't listen to them people, because this is a genuine thing. Do you know what I mean? Your next card, Angel of Comfort. I feel at the minute you need a lot of that. You feel somebody to put their arms around you and tell you everything's going to be all right. Everything will be all right and things do work out. But sometimes I feel I need to tell you that we don't go down the road we planned. As you've just told me, your husband went 4 weeks ago. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. That's not for me to judge, and that's not for me to say. But what I do know is the adventure card is very prominent, so I do feel like more doors are going to open for you and more things. I feel like, you know, sometimes like we all go through things in life and it's like a trauma thing, and sometimes when we're going through so much trauma and so much upset, we feel like we're a bird trapped in a cage. But I feel like when we look back with certain people, we have been a bird trapped in a cage, because they might not directly stop us doing things, or they might not directly stop us leaving that house, but they'll do something to make you feel guilty for going, or they'll do something that makes you feel crap. So it's like, when you look back, you think, God, yeah. So now I feel like your door's going to open on you, going to be a bird that flies. I really do feel that. And I am sorry your marriage that's happened. I genuinely am. Right, I'm being nice here, love. But
honestly, I'm not. When you were talking about he's an alcoholic,
right,
he split up because of his drinking. So when you were talking about the person drinking,
yeah,
that's him.
That's where I've got it then. It's obviously I've got, that's fine. But I feel as well like you were a bird trapped in a cage, and I feel the adventure cards for you. I don't know if you're going to meet anybody else. I can't predict that, you know what I mean? I can't, but I do feel that somewhere along the line, you are going to find out who you truly are, because I feel you've been through that much crap. Not just with the marriage or your son, I just feel like there's so much you've gone through in your life. I feel it's going to make you realise who you are. And you have got that strength. You really have got that strength. And that's just what I believe. So, let me press stop on this recording.